Good afternoon, guys. So today is just going to be a really quick tip, and this is for the artists that are using beats, they're using instrumentals, or pre kind of paid stuff. You might get them off YouTube, you might get them off SoundCloud, you might pay a producer. Um, yeah, whatever you do, however you get your beats. Say you're literally gonna get your beat and you want to put a vocal on it, you want to go over the top of the instrumental. This is a quick tip to make your vocal cut through a lot better. Now you can use a paid plugin for this, or you can use a free one. I'm going to show you both. So say for example, I'm using Pro Q3. I'm going to click into there. Now here, when I come down here, I'm going to look for stereo placement. Here, I'm going to select mids. So I'm only affecting the mid information of the beat, okay? At this point, I'm going to find where like my vocals sit in the most. It normally lives between here, this kind of region, just there. And I'm going to dip slightly. Okay, now what this does is it just takes away a little bit of the mid information from the beat. You don't want to go too heavy on this, otherwise you're going to just completely change the beat and it's going to not sound good. But if you just drop it a little bit, maybe like -2, -3 dB at this point, you're then going to make a little bit more room, carve a little bit of room for your vocals, and I think you'll notice a massive difference. Say, for example, you don't have FabFilter, which is probably a few people, it's actually quite expensive. I'm going to go into my channel EQ, and this is exactly the same concept. One second. So if I click on there, channel EQ, now I've already done it, so I'm actually going to reload this just to show you from the start. So I load up my channel EQ, and this is the key part. You're not going to hit stereo, you're going to hit dual mono. So hit that. At this point, we're going to hit this little circle with the 3 circles inside it. And here you want to select mid side, okay? So we hit mid side, and then I'm going to hit mid because that's obviously what we want to process. So at this point, this is the EQ for the beat, just in the mids. So yeah, so at that point, obviously we boosted it, we dropped it down. You can hear like that mid information coming up, but it's also going down. Now this is where it's important that we get it right and we just get the right amount of level. So we're not completely changing the structure of the beat. We're not tonally changing it too much, but we're just carving a little bit of space in the mid because that's where our vocals live. We're recording them in mono on the whole, and they're going to live in that mid section. We want them to push through there. So what we do here is we just dip this kind of region here, -2, -3, and you're just going to carve yourself a little bit of space. Like, can you do this using just, if you were to make your own beat, could you create an instrument bus and do exactly the same? Of course. But this is more for people that are just dropping and dragging beats in. It might help, it might not. But I think whenever I've used it, it's always been really effective and it puts you in a good place. So I'd recommend it. Guys, if you're going to use it, let me know. Let me know if you notice any differences to the way your vocals are cutting through. I'd love to hear what you're working on. And happy recording.